Hey, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today, we're over here in the horse barn. We got the girls from Curtis Creek Ranch. This is Peyton. Alyssa's behind the camera. And we've got a foal coming. So we need to get some more stalls in the barn. I think we're going to make a big, I think they call it foaling stall. It'll be 12 by 24. So what's the story behind your mare?
She's 5 years old. She's bred to Drifting Hero, and she's due in April.
April? What's colt going to look like, or what's the foal going to look like?
Probably a buckskin.
Do you think it's going to be a colt or a little filly?
I'm hoping for a filly.
A little filly?
Yeah.
All right. So if you guys want to check this out, I'll show you. Right now, this side of the barn is kind of just a stash all. We use it for running for the goats. At times, we'll put hay across all of this. You can see we store the round baler over here. So we're going to come in. We're going to come in 8 feet. We're going to put a post. We're going to come over another 4 foot, put a post. This one's kind of out in the barn aisle, so we're going to take this one out, put a 4x6 here. Then we're going to come off of here, so there'll be a gate here, 4 foot, 4 foot gate here. In case we ever divide this stall, we're going to build it so we could put a divider wall and have two 12 by 12 stalls. So we'll come over here 4 more feet for this gate, and then 8 foot of boards. And then as far as this hydrant here, this kind of puts us in a little bit of a trick sack. We're going to have to sink a post in the ground here and then come over on an angle with some boards. And this will be a nice little cubby to maybe put pitchforks in. You can still hang your bucket here and do all of that. So then the back wall, we're going to wall that off, fix this goat entrance, and I think it'll make a nice little setup. And then eventually, the girls have already bought a camera we're going to put up in the corner. That way they can do live recording of the mare as she's getting ready to have her foal and have the foal. So come on along, and I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get this round baler moved from this spot over here to this one and get it tucked in there with the skid loader. So let's go get to it. Got the round baler stuff back in its hole, or its new hole. Now we'll go ahead and get this pipe gate pulled off. Peyton's grabbing me a wrench so we can loosen up the hinge on this pipe gate. And a hammer. All right, you want to grab that in, Peyton?
It's stuck in there.
Our gate is wired. Alright, we'll take this, lean up against that wall for now. I'm not sure how, but somehow this post here is anchored into the rafter. There's a carriage bolt on the one side. I don't see a nut on this side. We're going to go up and take a look at it. All right, you got the socket? Thank you. All right, Josh, you ready to lower me down?
Yeah.
Our goal here is to kind of mirror these stalls, but on this side of the barn. So they have this side set up so that there's a flush line that runs right through here. So I think the first thing we're going to do is I have a string tied up here underneath this bucket. And we'll run this across and get it taut so we know what we're supposed to line up with. All right, so we got our measurement off the back wall, and we're gonna repeat it up here on the front wall so we can figure out where to put this. Peyton, take that down. We're looking for 135 1/4 all the way at the bottom down here. And that's gonna be right here. Oh, what is this? Some kind of ancient Indian artifacts down here from the Chromoly period. We'll toss those over there. 135 1/4. So we'll go right there with the tip of that leaf, Josh. And then let me get you a square so we're in line. Hang on, don't move the string too far towards you. There you go. Look at that, isn't he a professional?
Had to take a quick water break, folks.
Woo! That was rough. Able to carry it on through for Josh. He got a little tired, but you know how it is. All right, well, I think it's time for us to go get some wood, and we'll bring the trailer on into the barn, and we'll have a little workbench. So that's next. Got some wood. We're back at it. We got some 14-foot 4x6s. We're gonna have to cut them down because I believe they're gonna hit the, I don't know, whatever you call those wooden boards that go across the top of your rafters to help give them some strength. So we measured it. It's 148 inches. We're gonna get it cut and slid down in the hole and see how things are lining up. Man, I love tape measures. I can't hardly pass a deal on one at the store.
He's holding a tape measure from like the 70s.
Hey, buddy of mine just sharpened this the other day. He'll be proud of that move.
Shut up, dude.
Think you had enough saw for that?
Needed more.
All right, we'll get this stood up and slid down in the hole here. Well, that's perfect. So that's good. And that's good. I think we're about ready to start tamping. This is all hard packed clay. So as we go along, Josh has a tamping stick over here, and we're gonna just kind of finally put some of this clay down in there, and he'll keep tamping it down in as it goes. When we built this barn, we had a big clay pad built, so I don't have any worries about it moving the post around. Clay?
That's
all right, you got to
smaller.
kind of do it a little bit evenly on the front side and the back side as you do it. Otherwise, you'll just move the post around and it comes out of level. So once he gets that in a little bit, we'll tamp it down on the back side. Well, as you can see here, I had to finish up for Josh again, but we got this post in. Now we're gonna have to repeat the process, and we'll come over 4 feet, dig another hole, put another post in here. So we'll have our gate and another one here, and then we'll be able to start putting some walls up. See what I mean about how hard this stuff is? You gonna make it? We have these 8-foot ones. We're gonna cut those down for this wall, leaving this opened up here. So let's say you want to go down here and we'll measure and see how long we need to cut these at. $85 inches. All right. Let's go up here and we'll check again. 85 inches. So Should be good to cut all the treated and the non-treated boards. We'll start off with these here. We're gonna go too high with the treated, so this will be the last one for this section of the stall. Slide your end back to that so we're measuring square, the tape. Perfect, that's 85 on the dot. Stick this in. All right. Does that look pretty flush?
Yeah.
Nice and smooth. The first two boards, we're not going to have a gap in them, but if you look over here at these stalls, you can see there's a gap in between all the rest of them. That just helps for some ventilation. So the first two, though, we don't want sawdust and stuff getting kicked out in the aisle all the time, so we'll keep those tight, and then we'll start putting our spacers in after that. Okay, so we have these old gate hooks. We were just looking for something to do the spacer like we talked about earlier. So we're just going to raise this up. We'll stick one in on each end just to help keep it level. Probably wouldn't hurt to do a level check. Where did the level get to? How's that look, Peyton?
Good.
Okay, perfect. All right, grab the air nailer. You guys could hear that on the camera, but the horses aren't real sure about the air nailer out there in the pasture next to us. Alright, now we'll knock these out. Might need that hammer for that one. Alright, we'll go ahead and finish this up. You guys don't want to watch that, so.
70 what?
73. Nice job. Alright, that's the last one. We'll go ahead and start putting these up. Alright, look at this. We got walls. So we got this one done. That one done. We got our opening for two of our sliding doors. We got that last board put up on top. And we have most of the boards put up back here, but you can see the goat hole entrance back there. So as soon as these guys get evicted, we'll close that off and be ready to go. If you guys come around here, walk through here, and I'll show you. We have this little bit right here, and we're just going to put some boards right across here, and then we'll still have room for our handle on our hydrant here for using that. And I don't think this is going to mess up the horse at all. So we're going to get these cut and get it put in. Hey, we got quite a bit done today, mainly thanks to this air nailer. Thanks again for letting me borrow that. We got that last little bit stuck in there. Hydrant works good. We got access to do it. We're going to come back on the next one, so stay tuned. Don't forget to hit subscribe. And if you could, hit the like button too. And then we're going to put this header up. We'll put some barn tracks up and build the slider doors. So thanks a lot for watching. See you guys on the next one.